Hey everybody, how are you doing? I hope everybody's well. Hey, I just want to go over the test with you guys, and I kind of hoping this is the written part. I'm kind of hoping everybody decides to retake it. If you'll notice, I don't know if you can see this right here. That's the total number of people that took the test. 19. There are 35 people in this class, so that means 16 of you didn't even take it. Please be checking your Remind, and if you're having problems logging in, let me know. But I did send out those instructions, and I'm going to update those for a lot of the questions you had. Okay, so let's go over this first section. This first section was dealing with possessive adjectives. In English, we use this little apostrophe S to show possession, and I hope you can zoom in so you can see this in more detail. But anyway, so we use this David's notebook in English, but we can't use that in Spanish. That doesn't exist. Remember, we only use the S to make it plural. We don't use the S to show possession. So we got to rewrite this. In English, we would say the notebook of David. And it sounds a little awkward in English, but now it's ready for a direct translation to Spanish. So my answer would be El cuaderno de David. Okay? So then we've rewritten it, removing that apostrophe S. So down here, if we have Raquel's pen, we say la pluma. By the way, a lot of you got it wrong because you're missing the article here, the L or the la. So la pluma de Raquel. And I told you in the instructions that Google, when we do it on Google Forms, it has to match exactly what I've typed in as the answer. So if you're putting capitalized, some of you are capitalizing every single letter. That doesn't match what I put in. We don't need to capitalize. You capitalize the first letter and you capitalize any proper names, and that's it. You need a period, no accents, and if you type it in just like this, then you would get the answer right, okay? But if you messed up on anything, it's gonna mark it wrong. It can't really give you partial credit. So just be careful. A lot of you just do weird stuff when you're texting. Everything's lowercase. But again, you gotta type it in like a regular sentence to get the credit, okay? And then down here we have Anna's backpack. So backpack is mochila, and we're gonna say the backpack of Anna. So you say la mochila de Ana. Okay? All right, so that's how you do the first section. Let me scroll down for the next one. Okay, the other thing for the Google Forms is only type in for your answer, only put in what goes in the blank. Okay? Now for this one, you're trying to say how old people are. You're trying to give us their age. Okay? And I give you the number in parentheses, but all you've got to type in there, remember we used the verb tener, so we're going to fill in with the verb tener. And then we're going to do the number. We got to write that number out. Some of you are just putting like 35, a 3, and a 5, and it has to be written out. And then we have to put años. Okay? So notice for every single one of these, my mother, my father, my sister, they're all tiene. Okay? So I'm going to write it out here so I can make it bigger. Tiene. And again, this is just the information that goes in the blank. So again, no capital because we already started. You're just completing this sentence. It already has a period. Right? So you just have tiene. And then 35 is 35 años. Okay? Remember that? You can hold down. I'm going to show you on the computer in a different video how to do those characters on the computer. But on your phone, you just hold the N down, and then it should pop up, give you a little menu with a bunch of different N's from different languages, and you can select the Nye. Okay? All right, so and again, if you switch the E and the I, it's going to mark you wrong. I know it's very sensitive, okay? So here what goes in the blank is, again, tiene. 40 is 40. Oops. See, I would have got that wrong. 40 Wow. CU, and then años. Okay? Oh, we don't need the period. It's already there. I tried to include a couple variations, one with the period, one without, so I didn't really mark you off for the period, but everything else has to match. Okay, and then mi hermana, again, tiene. And then my number 10 is 10 años. Okay? Oh, no period. It's already there. Okay, so again, just type in, when you're doing this, just only type in the information that would complete the sentence. Just the information that would go in the blank. Okay? Where did my cat go? What the? All right. So, seriously? I can't find anyway. Whatevers. I put it in my pocket. I did. I put it in my pocket. That's lame. Okay. Let's go to the next section. Okay. This one is we got to write out the date. Okay. And a lot of you, I'm going to show you the basic format for this. Remember two things. Remember, we're thinking 4th of July. That's one of the only dates in English where we do it day and then month, which is how you do it. And then for this, all you have to do is add in the. And that's the format for how you do it in Spanish. So for, if we start this off, we say el for the. We're going to put in the number, and then we're going to put in of, which is right there, and then we put in the month. So this is the day, and then this is the month, okay? Now, remember in Spanish, this is, we do it day and then month. It's the same order as 4th of July. So this is the 9th of October. A lot of you were putting the 10th of September. But remember in Spanish, it goes that way. It goes day and then month. So we're going to put el, and then 9 would be nueve. So just go in the same order it is here. Oh, geez Louise. El nueve de octubre. Wow, what the heck? I guess after all these weeks, I can't even spell anymore. And you do need a period, okay? So again, the day is first and then the month. So el nueve de octubre. So el and day will be in all of your answers. And you switch the day, depending on which number is first, and then the month, which number is second. So 5 and 1 would be el cinco day, and then 1 is my first month, which would be January or enero. Okay? All right, and then 10-3 would be the 10th of March. So you have el 10 de marzo. Okay? All right, so that's how you do the dates, write out the dates in Spanish. Okay. Possessive adjectives. Get rid of these. All right, so if you go back to your notes, you had, I'm doing some blue. You had, remember, if you look at your little chart there, when you say there, there's two different ways to say there. It's either su or sus, right? They both mean the same, and it depends on which one we pick. That is dependent on the word that comes next. So for this one, we have uncle, which is tío. Again, you need that I needs the accent, okay? And again, we're writing that's the whole sentence, so we are going to put a period there. So which one do we pick? Well, there's no S on this, so we're going to say su tío. So my answer is su tío, their uncle, okay? Now this one is grandparents. So that's going to be abuelos. So the word to say my needs an S because this has an S. Remember my two ways to say my are me and mis. Hope you guys can see this. So because grandparents is plural, I'm going to pick mis. So I say mis abuelos. Okay? And then the last one, our ants. This gets a little different because remember, our has 4 different ways. So we say tías. Again, you need the accent on the I. And then our is nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras. So we want to match the ending here. So we're going to say nuestras tías. Okay? Because this is plural and feminine, so we make my our plural and feminine as well. Okay, and then the last one, comparing. So I asked you to compare Juan, who's 16, to Robert, who's 30, using the word old. Okay? So we're going to write a sentence, a comparative sentence, comparing them based on being old. Okay, so you can go 2 different ways with this. You can say Juan is less old than Robert, or you can say Robert is more old than Juan. Okay, I think that one makes more sense. So let's go. I'm going to write that one up here. Roberto es más. It needs an accent. A needs an accent. Viejo que Juan. Okay? So, Robert, remember we talked about, in English we'd say older. We had the ER to the end. But in Spanish they don't have that. So we just say, Roberto es más. He's more old than Juan. They use more for everything. Okay? So let's do it with less. So we say Juan es menos viejo que Roberto. Okay? Again, get your period in there. And notice the only 2, Juan and Roberto, the only 2 I capitalized. This one doesn't have any accents, but it says Juan is less old than Roberto. Okay? So either one is fine. We're just comparing them, those 2 people, and I gave you their ages based on the word viejo. Okay? So more old or less old. And so anyway, that was that. This one we're comparing Maria and Juana using the phrase tan seria. So we're doing a comparison of equality, where Maria and Juana are exactly the same amount of serious. Okay? So it doesn't matter which one you put first. So we're going to go Maria. I think that needs I didn't put an accent there, but I'm going to put one here. It should have an accent. Maria and Juana. No, oh my gosh, that's English. What the heck? Sheesh. Never mind. Forget that. Maria es tan seria como who's the other? Juana. Okay? So you have Maria is as serious as Juana. Or you could say Juana es tan seria como Maria. Okay? Okay, so again, doesn't matter which name you put first because they're equally as serious. All right? Okay, I think that's about it. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will put the retake up there for both Elluminate and Google Forms. I know a lot of you did pretty good in Elluminate, so you might just want to do the Google Forms one, which is fine. But I will have it. It'll be a little bit different, not the exact same answers, but at least you have a lot of what we went over a lot of the mistakes that a lot of you did in this one. Okay? All right. Good luck, and I will send out another video with the accents and some of the instructions. Okay. Miss you guys. Bye. Stay safe.